Hey everyone, today's video is about designer breed cattle. There are more designer breed cattle than you would think. You know about designer breed dogs. Well, there are also designer breed cattle. And one of them is a very popular breed in the United States. They're Texas Longhorns. They started with ancestors that were the first cattle that were in the United States 500 years ago or more. This breed developed naturally. They are the only cattle breed in the United States that adapted to American life without any help from humans. When the bison population started to disappear from the American Great Plains, Longhorn cattle were brought to the grazing land of western Nebraska, Wyoming, and the Dakotas. They had intensive crossbreeding had almost erased the true typical Longhorn by 1900. And beginning in 1927, the Texas Longhorn was preserved by the United States government on wildlife refuges in Oklahoma and Nebraska. Also, some southwestern cattlemen were concerned for the preservation of the Texas Longhorn cattle, and they maintained small herds throughout the years. The Texas Longhorn Breeders Association of America, which was formed in 1964, kept breeding Longhorns and kept the breed from becoming extinct. Texas Longhorn cattle have different variations of fur color, and no two Longhorns are alike. Their fur patterns, no two are alike. They reach maximum weight by 8 to 10 years and weigh from 1,800 to 1,600 pounds. Most Longhorns, cows, and young bulls have a horn span of 4 feet. Some mature bulls have a horn span of 6 feet or more, and some of the more mature bulls have horn spans of 9 feet or more. And some young cows, some heifers have conceived a calf before weaning from their own mothers, so they do mature fast and they are fertile. Longhorns have a natural resistance to most cattle diseases and parasites, and they eat a wide variety of plants, grasses, and hay and all that. So they are easy to feed and easy to have in different areas. And Texas Longhorn cows breed well into their teens. They need less supplemental feed because they eat the forage that's available. And they are resistant to diseases and parasites. And they need less vet visits, and they're healthier cattle. They are very intelligent and easy to work with, and the breed thrives in hot, humid climates or to the harsh winters of Canada. They can live anywhere. They are a living symbol of the Old West. Everybody loves Longhorns. And some of them have been taught to be ridden, and a lot of them can be escape artists. If you have ever watched videos from I'm a Survivor, Longhorn Lessers, or gone on Facebook to I'm a Survivor Sanctuary Facebook page, you will see that Tex will escape. He will go into a neighbor's yard and hang out with their cattle and get in fights with their bulls, and he'll just leave the yard he doesn't want to be in and go in the yard he wants to be in, the pasture he wants to be in. They are definitely escape artists, so you just that's the downside of their being so smart. And another designer breed is the Cuban Cibonet. They originated in Cuba in the 1960s. The perfect Cibonet is 5/8 Holstein and 3/8 Cuban Cebu. And those Cebus are descendants of some South Asian cattle that are very heat tolerant. And the Holstein is a Bos Taurus breed, and the Cebu is a Bos Indicus breed, and they are fertile, but they don't always breed true. The Cebu cattle were developed because Cebu cattle that live easily in the tropical climates don't always produce as much milk, so they bred them with the Holsteins. So they'll be heat, humidity tolerant, and also produce a lot of milk, which I only encourage Ahimsa Dairy and very small family farms, because factory farming is cruel. The Siboney is officially included in the Register of Pure Breeds of Cuba in 1984, the year I got saved. And they're known for their resilience, robust health, and adaptability to tropical climates in the Caribbean. They have a natural resistance to tropical diseases. They have high yields of milk even in their environmental conditions. And one famous Siboney was Fidel Castro's cow, Ubre Blanca. And she set world records for milk production. She produced 241 pounds of milk one day. And she also produced 24,268 liters, which is 55,090 pounds of milk in a lactation period, ending in 1982. And both of her accomplishments were in the Guinness World Records. Ubre Blanca crossed the Rainbow Bridge in 1985, and scientists have not yet been able to clone Ubre Blanca. I'm guessing it's not God's will. He only made one Ubre Blanca. Another breed is the Polled Scottish Highland. They're just like the Horned Scottish Highland, but they don't have horns. And this is what they look like. These are the Polled Scottish Highlands. These are babies. These are calves. And they look just like the Horned Scottish Highlands. This without the danger prongs. They have the cute face. They're smart. They're good with kids and dogs and other cattle. And they're just like the traditional Horned Highlands. They just don't have horns. And I don't know the origin, if they were originally produced by crossbreeding with a polled breed and then just keep breeding the ones without horns that look like Highlands, or if there's a recessive gene in Highlands that is not that well known that makes them polled. But they're just regular Highlands without horns. And another designer breed is the Hyde Park. Is a crossbreed of Scottish Highland and a White Park. The Hyde Park has color requirements to qualify as an official Hyde Park. Their one color combination is just Scottish Highland and White Park mix, and they're still adorable. The White Park breed and also the Scottish Highlands go back to the time when Jesus was on earth. So the Scottish Highlands are the oldest registered breed, but the White Park sound like they were in existence first. In 1922, the breed numbers were still considered critical because there were only 500 breeding cattle worldwide. White Park cattle have a solid white body with colored points on their ears, nose, eyes, and feet. The other color can be black, brown, or red. And they are a polled breed. And the Hyde Park needs to be 50% or more Scottish Highland. Have primarily white fur with black, red, or dark colored points on the ears, eyes, nose, and hooves. There are also micro Hyde Parks. If they measure under 36 inches tall, at age 3 or older, they are a micro. A miniature High Park is if they are 36.5 to 42 inches at age 3 or older. Mid-size if they're 42.25 to 48 inches. And a full-size High Park is a regular size cow. And these are a few of the designer cattle breeds. Another one that is pretty well known is the Belgian Blue, and they're the ones that are considered to have double muscle, and I will do a video on them soon because they are an interesting cow breed. Like and subscribe to learn more about cows.